Fireworks! Hey everybody, and welcome to Tales of the Wandering Bard from Mechlin?
Yeah, something like
that.
Belgium.
Belgium.
Let's go with Belgium.
Belgium.
It's small enough to.
Yes. It's 89 meters, right? We get it.
Country is small.
Meters, everything is small.
We're here with Tales of the Wandering Bard. We're going to continue the storyline more or less from the last time, from Landau with. Oh god, I've already forgotten the characters' names. We've got Dave the Brick.
Dave the Brick.
Tiny the Halfling.
Tiny the Halfling.
Alric Burge, I think.
Yeah, Alric Burge. Was supposed to go on the table there. Tiny and Dave are now newlyweds.
We're wet.
We'll see what the new Dave thinks about this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dave after marriage has changed his personality quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, physically it was an interesting decision to go and marry someone, so
yeah,
that's something.
Marriage also seems to have changed Tiny. I think.
Yeah, but it's a big event in life. So.
It's a big event. I think she's kind of developed a dark side. And
it's all relative.
And Ulrich finding his father intact maybe is a little less bloodthirsty, or maybe not.
Grown accustomed to killing now, Joe. So
okay,
it's been fun.
So we'll see where all this leads. I've already recapped them on what happened, so let's just hop into game. We hop in. What is it? 2 days after your wedding.
So we've had the honeymoon.
Well, we're at the tar pits, so this may be your honeymoon.
Yes, if you look at the map over here, the Blackwoods Wallow is this giant tar pit.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are down in Scalp.
Okay, sure.
The tar pits is where the bandits had taken your father, and where you went and did some shit with some ogres and blah 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 blah. Yeah, so
just getting geography a bit. So where did we come from exactly?
You guys come. Well, the two of you were born and raised in Scalp.
Oh, right.
This has been your home for your entire life.
But
you're a halfling from far, far away in a traveling circus called the Singing Elephant, the Dancing Elephant,
the Dancing Elephant.
Something about an elephant, but you now lack an elephant, and your circus has been stuck here for some time trying to find an elephant. So, do you guys have a honeymoon? Is your honeymoon over?
Oh yeah, it's very interesting night. Living in a halfling in a small town like Scalp doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll for some?
I don't.
I don't think this campaign will last long enough for that to be
an issue.
Oh,
I mean,
it won't last.
I mean, you guys can discuss amongst yourselves if anything needed to be rolled for or not. That might prove interesting one way or the other. So yeah.
So they're not going to be nagging at each other all the time.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
Well, why you say maybe?
Well, we'll have more evenings to
why
prove
do
yourself.
You assume I'll be nagging you? I mean,
it'll be fine, I'm sure.
What? Yeah, you say that now, but a minute ago you said.
So, what are you guys up to these days?
So I still think we're going to try and find that elephant, right?
Sure.
We're still missing an elephant, and honestly, now that I find my father, I found myself with a new challenge in finding said elephant, which is supposed to be in the circus. Did the circus lose their elephant, or
the
was
circus's elephant just died?
Died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Old
Bessie, very very sad, just old age.
Right. Are we looking for to set things straight? Are we looking for a certain type of elephant, or would just any elephant do?
Well, I was thinking, since it has to pull the wagons, it has to be an adult elephant.
So it has to be a fully functional elephant.
Yeah, grey with a trunk.
Yeah. I'm going to write this down because it has to be a grey elephant with a trunk. No, right. Elephants. Where can we find elephants? Are elephants can they be found in the wild?
Not around here. The place to find elephants is actually kind of far away. If we zoom out and look down, you guys are up here. Elephants, if the map will load.
In the white stuff.
Like mammoths.
Elephants can sometimes be found down here in this large forest, which is also known as the Elven Homeland.
Okay.
So the elves may not necessarily be on board with you, as they might phrase it, enslaving one of the most majestic creatures in the wild.
Exactly, yeah.
Right. One problem is they're pretty far away.
They're pretty far away.
Second problem is the elves.
Yeah.
Third problem is we still have to get it all the way back if we want. For some way,
we
gonna
ride
have
the
to-
elephant, of
Yeah,
course.
but it's not going to say, well, you've caught me now, yeah, you can ride me.
Yeah.
So
You
we
can't
have the
carry
issue
it.
of taming the
Not
elephant
that
or
strong.
getting
Stick in
it
a
over
carrot?
there. Sticking a carrot doesn't really work for me.
What's my
peanut and a
intelligence?
carrot,
Should I
okay.
be saying such things?
3, I think.
15. 15.
Now that said, that's where elephants can be found in the wild. If you ask around, you might be able to find menageries or zoos or warlords that have an elephant of their
We
own.
can raid a zoo.
Yeah.
Or we can...
People-
Are there war elephants?
You have heard rumors of such things, but you've never seen one yourself.
Any more specifics to those rumors that might
we
be
can-
anywhere near us?
We can look into them in game. As it stands right now, your characters don't know, but your father, Dave,
Okay. Yeah,
is the town sage. However, you have been disowned and disbarred from the family for bringing home your halfling fiancée, and then just kind of
like that.
really rubbing it in your dad's face. Like, you were a dick about it.
Okay.
I mean, you were a real dick about it.
That's why I love you, honey.
Exactly, yeah. I need to protect my wife.
I'm starting to think that one of our problems could be solved by perhaps dissolving your marriage.
It's been 2 days. I think it's a little bit
Some
soon,
people
really.
would say that it's a very sudden and short.
We could
Fast.
also
I don't
rebrand the
know.
circus. I mean.
Let's ask my honey.
That makes
Honey,
sense.
what would you think
Yeah.
of having your father win? I mean, are you
Father
just
has
going
won
to give
quite
up
enough in
like
his
this?
life. No. Can't you find another big animal that can be a banner to the circus? I mean, you've had an elephant all your life. All the towns you've went known you.
The dancing dragon.
Exactly.
Okay.
A dancing dragon would be a great fit for a circus. It would be famous. You could make a lot of money
What about
dancing with dragons.
What about the dancing pig? It's got nothing against dragons, but these majestic creatures don't belong in a circus. If we can train a pig,
Not good for me. Yeah?
no,
Or
but-
why
Make it
10 pigs, maybe.
Well, you
10
raise,
pigs
dancing
dancing
pigs.
in a
although you
circle.
raise a good question though. One
Sorry,
option we
finish.
have is trying to force the circus to just leave the elephants alone and try
it's-
something else.
How long has it been that you've had the banner
I
of
mean,
the elephant?
as far as I know, it's been a tradition for hundreds of years, so it's
Oh.
kind of strange to just abandon the whole. It's in the name
It's
of
in
the
the
circus.
name, yeah.
The dancing,
Well,
not dragon, not big, elephant.
Yeah, dancing elephant.
an ironic circus doesn't need an elephant. Well,
We
I'm
could
okay with
Yeah, but
we
trying.
could paint the
look,
pig like an elephant. We paint it grey, we give it a big trunk,
yeah, if you want the grey and trunk, we
How-
can get that.
and then we let it do some gymnastics or something.
But we can still. How about we try?
What's his hotness?
15.
Yeah, okay, that's.
You're always going to be agreeing with me because, yeah.
I'm just gonna look at him.
How big is the circus actually?
Yeah, it's a
is
good
it
question.
like big community takes up large space, or is it like a smaller circus that has one elephant,
I
a few
mean,
chickens?
the elephant was kind of, don't want to say the main attraction, but it was kind of the main attraction. You had some nice dagger throwers that would do cool tricks. You had some tumblers and some trapeze artists, some silk rope climbers, etc. I would say you had 25 people in the circus,
Okay.
including the few children that live and worked there.
Right. But it was still the main attraction, not just logistical support elephant.
I think it wasn't the cornerstone of the show, but when an elephant comes to town, everyone wants to come see the elephant.
Right.
Right. So it was definitely a nice advertisement feature.
So
Mhm.
kinda not the same as a pig, for example. Even a great big with a truck.
Even a great
Depends what the pig can do.
Yeah, exactly. Like if we find an elephant, we need to teach them to dance. It will
But
take a long
If
time.
it is about getting people to come to the circus, we could consider, if we happen to come across it, something else that people might want to see.
Exactly,
So
dancing bears.
It doesn't really have to be an
dancing-
elephant necessarily.
Bears is kind of. Well,
Could do a bear.
where did the circus get the previous elephant?
You don't know. It came along since before your time, and the person who originally brought the elephant to the circus was actually trampled by the elephant some years later in a horrific accident.
Why do I want a new elephant? It sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's,
Well,
just forget the elephant.
from my perspective, honestly, I'll just you've helped me out for now, so I'll help you out. If you really want your elephant, we can go look for your elephant. Might be a bit difficult if we have to go mess with the elves to get an elephant in a wild, but I guess we can go ask around and see if there's a zoo nearby, like elephant petting zoo. We can maybe borrow an elephant and
Yeah.
steal it afterwards.
You need to have a trained elephant too. A wild elephant is too
Yeah.
much hassle.
Uh,
If you can
Maybe-
find another circus with
Yeah.
an elephant, and take their elephant, all our problems are solved
Another
at once.
circus.
Another, yeah.
Dave, give me an intelligence check.
Okay, sure.
It's a d20 plus your int score.
My int is 17, so that makes.
He's bragging me.
Yeah. Gotta keep repeating it. My 17 int. So I've got a 10.
So 27 total. Okay. You remember hearing something or reading something in one of your father's books about Miklagard having a very large circus.
Okay.
Not circus, a very large zoo there that
Yeah.
the king kept. Now it's pretty far away. Scalp is down here,
Mm-hmm.
and Miklagard is way over here. It's the
Okay,
capital
but-
of this area.
It's closer than the elves.
It's definitely closer than the elves, but you don't know if they have an elephant or not. They just had a very large zoo there.
Doesn't really matter, does it? If we can't find an elephant, we'll just
In the
check
zoo, we
something
have
else.
plenty of options. Yeah, they'll be all.
How much money do we
Orcs.
have to pay for the elephant?
It's
think we
written
will.
down somewhere.
Don't think
Buy
we
it.
can just buy an elephant.
Yeah, that seems weird.
Yeah, but
We'll infiltrate.
Someone,
make
I mean,
friends.
check your gold. I think you guys are actually quite wealthy.
Yeah, I have 95 golds.
57 left, I think, yeah. There's 75, sorry.
75, 90 something. Fama, if you're watching, your character sheet is impossible for us to read.
these are coordinates, I think.
But
Somewhere in the,
Look for
in the
something that
Pacific.
solves our problem, we'll follow the coordinates. They must
Let's
bring
go
us
to this place.
Either I have 50 gold or I have nothing.
Let's go with 50.
Let's.
So far you've been just picking the highest number.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So let me see if I can decipher some of this. It looks like 50, yeah, looks like 50 gold left. No, that was your starting gold.
Shit.
Yeah,
Mine
50
went
was
up,
your
so-
starting gold. That was never erased for some reason. There's a second page of this character sheet.
Yeah, but it doesn't say.
Well, I think that means that you have lost your money.
Oh, swell.
Women.
Well, you just gave it to me. I can, keep track of it all.
Yeah,
We've got our gold. We're set.
yeah.
Oh my god.
How much gold do you have?
Coal.
95. You could buy a small house with it.
I love
when
you,
we
honey.
decide to settle down when the baby comes.
So, might be option number one for
I'm
us.
gonna have to roll. I really think I'm gonna have to.
Well, that's
So option number one is then probably just go try to make our way towards the zoo.
Yeah.
If we can, meanwhile, just try and gather some money somehow. That might help us out once we actually get to the zoo. We'll decide there if we try and get one of their animals or just figure out a way to get it.
You're a blacksmith?
Yeah.
I'm a freak and you are?
I'm smart. I'm good looking.
So useless, okay.
find that offensive.
Well, the smart part.
Yeah.
I can cook too. Oh, that's cool. I can swim.
I can climb.
I can read the lips. Great.
Can't climb.
Since I have 60 climb, I think I have to roll for, cause, you know, the thing.
The thing? What does that have to do with climbing?
Well,
I'm a
halflings,
halfling, he's a
humans.
human. I mean, some
That's my
climbing
exact way.
is small.
Well,
Let's just get on the road. Are
to
we?
be honest,
Do we have
I've
horses?
got
Fine,
mountaineering.
I told you there were Germans playing this before you.
Yeah, but right.
We have to cross the Alps. That's why we need mountaineering. The French will never see us coming. Oh my God, so many stereotypes. I apologize. No, I don't.
It does not.
Right. So, option one is definitely to move towards the zoo, right?
Yeah.
Do we want to ask around to see for other locations that might have larger animals? Ideas for larger animals that we might use? I can understand that you still want your elephant,
Mm-hmm.
so that's primary
It's a good thing for a search.
target. But if someone else knows, right, like traveling circuses that are around, in fact, having an elephant might be easier even for us, judging by the fact that can probably, well, we've had some experience killing stuff, so we might be able to persuade them into assisting us with an elephant. Obviously, I don't know if having an elephant as a circus is something that is very common.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it?
It's not uncommon, but I wouldn't call it common.
Right. So it's basically,
It's one of those
Saying
things that, you know, like
Yeah.
1 in 5 maybe would have an elephant.
Okay.
so
And how often does a circus come to town?
Small towns like this, not very often. Larger cities, much more often.
So
Well, Mikkeldar is pretty large.
I'm talking how many years, or is it a yearly event, a circus coming to town? Or is it?
It's more or less a traveling circus. They go
Yeah.
wherever the fuck they want to go. They don't make regular circuits.
Ah,
They just
okay.
kind of
Yeah, so it's not.
they go where the winds take them. In such
downwind.
a small town like this would rarely see them and rarely have news about a circus coming unless someone wrote ahead and mentioned it.
Yeah.
So you'd have to find a more central information hub if you wanted to find out if there were any other circuses about.
So most interesting is probably look for a larger town, but in the direction of where we want to go if we want to continue on to the zoo.
But the largest town is Mikkeldar.
Yeah, the mouse is on where you guys are right now. This is the surrounding area. So tell me where you guys want to go.
We're going south and north. Just
Maybe best south because north there was a lot of nastiness in the pits. It's where the ogres and everything were. So don't want to see any of those again.
right. South it is.
South?
South.
Do we have any horses or anything? Because
You do not.
Do not. Well, that's one mistake
Yeah.
the Germans make.
Well, they decided to save their money instead of just spending it as soon as they got it.
Typical.
No.
Right. So we
Really jab at the
move.
Greeks. Really.
I did not
So-
say anything.
Well, that's how they intended, of course.
We move south towards the largest town we can find that may provide us with some more information.
Okay. Well,
Do we stick to the roads or try to go off road a bit?
Yeah, if we could right through it, will save us some time.
will definitely save you time if you go right across.
But then we can ask around.
Towards which town then are we trying to go? Because I can't read
Straight
it from
ahead.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Can we project it onto the screen, or is that too
Yeah.
much?
No, can, but should be able to. Yeah, I can do that.
Whoops.
Let's not project the stream itself. That would be so narcissistic.
Okay.
Let's watch yourself.
Is it going to duplicate now?
Yeah, it'll duplicate. It'll just take.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll have some of the map on your head.
That's fine.
That's perfectly okay.
Yeah, I'll probably find something else first. I'll have to check it. Yeah. Where's it? Probably can do still connected, right?
Yeah.
Damn it.
HDMI 1. Searching.
How's it?
There we go.
Okay.
Cool.
Alrighty, cool.
So you guys are up here at Scout.
So,
Yeah.
And we have to get to.
yeah, it's
Miklegard is a little higher.
yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
straight line would get us there.
And killed.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
You have 3 XP, honey.
Yeah,
HP.
Yeah.
I'm wondering though. It's
I'll
not.
make myself a lock suit.
It might be interesting, more interesting for us to not just go straight to a larger town.
Yeah. Just visit all towns, ask around.
Well, I wouldn't
Scotland is
visit,
pretty
visit
big.
all of them. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but maybe just go across to what is that? Fikjar or Horgan,
Yeah.
or the smaller towns.
Okay. So
yeah. Let's try that.
which one of these are you
Yeah,
aiming
cut
for?
through to Horgan. Yeah.
Oregon? Okay.
Maybe to navigate, it's probably easier to go to Nepra because that is just go west,
Mhm.
straight west.
Yeah.
If we want to navigate to
Do a straight
like,
line,
woods
it would
and
be
stuff,
better,
it might
yeah.
be easier for us to do. So I suggest Nepra.
Sure.
Sure.
Just trying to check how much time we've been streaming so I know when to break. Oh, perfect. We started right on the hour. Cool. So, to Nepra. Let's see what happens as you guys set off. I think
Let's find an elephant.
you had many weeks worth of rations, which you had given to these ogres to lure them to attack bandit camps.
Okay.
So you're kind of out of rations right now.
It still
but
says 2 weeks of rations, but
that's
no
a
idea.
filthy lie.
Alright.
Get rid of it.
None of you have any
Yeah,
rations
but
left.
yeah, mine's quite true.
Right.
German's
Then I have
bad.
to find something to eat then, because otherwise I'm not gonna stay strong.
Oh, there's a
What? We'll just try and kill some stuff along the way. Yes. Hoping it's not swamps, because I don't like alligator.
And swamp
I've
dragons
seen
are
doors.
very nice.
no. This is a forest and plains and forest.
In the forest you can find some rabbits.
Yeah.
Whatever we can find in the forest. really.
Shouldn't we just buy some rations in Scalp?
You can buy some rations in Scalp. A week's
That's
worth of
another-
rations is a gold. 2 weeks. A week of iron rations is 2 gold.
You'll pay for me, right, honey?
Of course, honey.
Well, I
Let's
guess.
buy 4 weeks of rations. We can live with it for 2 weeks.
I'm starting to like this married thing.
I'll just buy the 2 weeks of rations anyway.
Okay.
We've just hunted for our food.
Do we have a
Oh.
joint account or?
I don't know. How do you guys want
Yeah.
to handle your finances?
I'll keep the money, honey. I'll
And
handle
but
it.
do you give the rations to me or?
Yeah, every
Yeah.
day we'll come to me, we'll eat together. Sounds sure. That way I know we will always be together during dinner.
So you
Very,
won't.
very
You don't want to
lonely
let me out of your sight.
Third wheel.
Is that it?
Yes, indeed. Your sight is so beautiful to behold. I need it with me all the
Okay.
time. It keeps my happiness level.
I'll accept that for now.
I don't like these woods and this traveling. So.
Gonna need some extra rations, but not all of them gonna stay inside.
Maybe you can get some cats to keep you company on the way.
Yeah, if I find one, I'll keep it.
Then bring a sheep. So
No.
Okay.
Right, so
Yeah.
through the woods, through the plains, through the
Okay.
So we can try
That would be. Okay, so you are trekking out through the forest. The first day gets you more or less to the edge of the woods.
Okay.
You reach the open plain near sundown, not quite sundown, but the sun is rapidly dropping in the sky. And you, I would presume, settle to make camp near the edge of the woods in kind of a nice safe haven area.
preferably still in the woods, right? It's just not just
Yeah.
trying to start like
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of
Too
the
open.
plains might attract more,
Exactly, yeah.
more stuff from around there. Well, I guess we could just set up camp. Because everyone's got a bedroll or something like that.
I've got one.
I've got some torches as well, so I can at least keep some animals away. Set up camp. We can. Actually, there's not a lot that we can do here, I imagine.
Do we set up guards at night, or?
That might be prudent.
Might be best we just 3 of us, but maybe too early to try and set up. Or even though we could just have one of us just sleep now and be awake at night. Shouldn't be a problem, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Are we tired enough to like sleep at this point of day? No.
Yeah, I mean, maybe kick it for another hour. The sun will go down in an hour.
Right.
So you could try and sleep now. Probably not actually be able to fall fully asleep.
Well, it's not a lot we can do. We've got rations, so we don't really have to hunt for anything. So we only have to watch out for stuff that might be hunting us.
Right, let's
Or
just
an
go to
elephant.
bed.
If you run into an elephant, that'd be perfect.
Have we seen an elephant?
Yeah, exactly. That's quite
Give me
important.
perception checks, everybody. D20 plus your perception score.
Oh my.
23.
No, you
No
haven't
elephants?
seen an elephant.
Damn.
No, that's 21.
No, you still haven't seen an elephant. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. No, you haven't seen an
No,
elephant.
an elephant's dead.
I didn't even.
So, guess we
Only
haven't
in limits.
found our elephant yet. So the story continues.
Okay.
No, what suggest we do set up guard? Yeah,
Mhm.
try to like 4 hours and then switch.
Yeah, exactly.
4-4-4. That way everyone gets 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep, it's very solid. Okay. Who takes first? Who takes second? Who takes third?
I'll take first.
Is anyone who's better at seeing at night? For some
No.
reason.
Well,
You
you-
got.
I'm just.
No, you have no provision.
Mm.
No.
I'm a halfling, so useless. I'll take second watch, and you take third watch.
Yeah, fine.
Take it.
Okay,
So I'll just sleep for 8 hours first.
sure. Dave,
Yes.
your friends have gone to sleep. Well, your friend and your wife has gone to sleep. They've been asleep for like an hour and a half. The sun is down.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of just lounging around, killing time, when you hear this odd sort of screeching sound that sounds as if it's very far away. And for a moment, the moon gets blotted out as a shadow passes over you.
Okay.
You're still somewhat in the woods.
I pretend I didn't see that because I don't like being out in the woods, and I'm probably just a bit tired. It'll be nothing.
Dave wins Guard of the Year.
I'm asleep. I have perfect
Got this
dreams
itch
because
on my back.
because I trust my husband.
Of course, yeah.
Like,
Everything's all right in the woods.
Subliminal,
Okay. The rest of the night passes uneventfully.
Seriously?
Yeah, well, that's fine. You don't want to look into that sort of thing. You missed the opportunity to catch yourself a rock. Moving on.
Alright.
I wanted that rock.
Yeah, that would have been fucking awesome. Next day, you guys head out into the wood, or
Yeah.
head out into the plains.
Just try and get as fast as
Yeah.
we can.
Yeah, you can make about
Halfway in the middle
3/4 of the
place.
way through the plains if you...
So is this just plains or trees here and there?
There's trees here and there. There's the occasional like soft rolling hills, but they're very gentle. There's some creeks, but not a ton of water.
Do we see like animals running around at all?
You will occasionally see, like off in the distance, like a herd of antelope or something.
And okay.
So that's
That's
kind of
quite
plains.
tasty.
Yeah.
But we have not, so far at least, seen any animals that might be a threat to us.
No, not yet. No.
I'd suggest if we just continue to walk until we can just go to sleep again and do the same thing over, just let's try and find some place that we can at least hide ourselves a bit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest a tree because trees in like plains are popular places for animals to be, but if there's like shrubbery just large enough, or large grasses we can just lie and put our bedroll in it. Might be safer for us than putting up camp next to a tree.
Sure.
Makes
I
a lot of
have
sense.
no experience being out here, so.
Do I have any combat experience?
Yeah.
Well, like with
Yeah,
traveling,
you shot a
of
few
course.
people with your bow in the last adventure.
But any tactical insights? Because in a plane I would try to make a stake and just carry it with me as a walking stick since we're on foot. Which is handy in...
Sure.
Alright.
Can be done.
Then
Can be
I'll start making that with my one of my 2 daggers.
Okay. That day goes very uneventfully. Actually, there's not much. There's deer, there's antelope, there's the occasional rabbit, or a little small... What's a group of foxes called?
No idea.
A group of foxes. Yeah, there's just pretty uneventful day. Night comes, you take the same watches as last time, and move on. The night goes nice and quietly, not a big deal. The next day you head off and you make it, after a few hours, to the edge of the woods.
So end of the day, at the edge of the woods.
No, midday.
Midday.
At the edge of the woods. It is late autumn, so the weather is getting a little bit cold. There's no snow around, but in the mornings there's frost on the grass and in the trees.
Ambient noise.
Yeah, that's great. But about 45 minutes after walking through the forest, you come across this kind of it's not quite a glade, but it seems to be this area where the temperature is a little bit warmer. The summer flowers are blooming. You feel maybe a little bit hot with your cloak pulled around you. Just the area seems very peaceful, very tranquil, very, very warm, like a perfect summer day encompassed in this like little tiny section of woods. Everywhere else it's a little bit colder, a little bit chillier, but you kind of push past this brush and push past this thing, and then you're like, damn it, it's a little bit warm, and you get like the dust filtering through the sunlight as the shafts come through the trees. You feel very kind of at peace and at home, oddly so. In this little area.
Are we tired of, or?
I mean, you've been walking for 2.5 days, so
To know.
yeah, you're fine. You're adventurous. You know.
So we've got the the guard action and ignore everything. Or
This is strange walking.
try and figure out why it's here and not just. We're still like a day's walk away from where we want to be.
Yeah.
We can get there at night, maybe.
You think at night you could probably make it most of the way, and you could maybe if you push through the night you can get to Nepra, or nap and then get there by midday next day.
So this feeling that we have, is it just a feeling, or do we actually see that nature is changing around us?
It's visible.
Visible change.
There's a visible change.
Is it anything we've come across earlier? Never.
No, this is foreign to all of you.
Okay.
Bad
I mean,
feeling
it's-
about this.
It's
a great
measurable.
feeling
If
about
you
this.
put your hand here and then walk on the other side of the bushes, you will feel the actual temperature difference.
Wait.
It's,
Okay, that's freaky as fuck.
Is this
Let's get the
place-
fuck out of here.
But if come across a gem, we could build
Where
a
the
bed and
sun
breakfast
comes
here.
through the trees? Because that would explain a lot.
no, the sun is still.
You want to retire or something?
Yeah, of course. Let's make a hut here. Let's get people
I'll
on their
continue this
vacation.
adventure on my own.
Well, we make family.
It's every summer here. Yeah, of course we get some people.
Okay, and in the first year, how many children do you have?
Wait, is
I
it
hope
different
not.
with halflings?
Yeah, how
That's
much
still a
months does
detail.
he carry?
I'm really. I'm
Not
off.
interested in, you mean? Let's see, what are we going to do about this situation? Because figuring it out, I'm not sure there's a lot to figure out. We know at least something's going on here. Does it feel like something that is of magical nature, or is it more like something can be considered natural for some reason?
I mean,
Well,
if you
perfect
can measure it by
fire.
extending your arm and in a half. No, it doesn't
The
feel.
world
I mean,
is
it's not
full
like
of wonders.
this
Have
part of
to
your
be.
arm is cold,
Okay.
this part is warm. There's almost like a bush that you pass through, and on one side of the bush it's warmer, on the other side it's
It's
colder.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So we're assuming that it's magical, or
Well, it's wonderful. That's what we know.
Right.
So you're standing around discussing this weird phenomenon when you hear this youthful giggling laughter coming from deeper into the warm area.
Oh, it's not from me, okay.
Yeah.
Damn it! Someone already first. They already claimed it. The bed and breakfast plan is gone.
some fairies
Yeah.
already put up a bed and breakfast. It's just try and go towards the noise, because honestly, after 2.5 days of walking with you people, I really want to feel something. Doesn't matter if it's nice to us, I'm still curious.
You hear 3 huge dragons. Okay, let's go there.
No.
It's
Maybe
just
I wouldn't go towards dragons, but this doesn't sound like it's a dragon. Like dragons don't giggle.
Yeah, exactly.
So
maybe a pink dragon.
Let's
if there's a dragon there,
Let's
I'm
find
gonna be
the
pissed
owner of
off.
this place. Yeah, let's find the owner.
Okay, so
You
Oh,
want
oh,
to buy
oh.
the bed and breakfast?
I want
or
to buy this place. We can make so much
let's
profit
just
here.
But
go
I'm
towards the
sorry,
noise.
but
Go
it's the
towards
first
noise.
place you see.
They
It's,
stop and
it's
argue.
literally the
Move
first
on.
place you see, and you wanna. I'm not
It's
saying
nice
it's.
here.
I'm
cool.
not saying
It's
it's
fine.
bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's the first place. We have to shop around. Look
we
around.
like-
How
So we
many
can do
magical
it
places have you found in your career as a
But we've
service
been-
freak?
But
I don't mean freak, honey. I mean
we haven't been.
artist.
We've been married for. Hold on. What did you say?
Nothing. I was calling you an artist.
Well, you married me, so it's
Of course.
up to you to decide whether or not that was a mistake. But anyways,
2.5 bloody days, and now you start this. We finally heard something else. I finally hear something other than you.
I think my point is perfectly valid. If
Yes,
you
it
if you're
is.
gonna start a bed and breakfast, you better shop around and look around and see what's better.
Look,
I mean, you're just
okay,
not
okay.
just gonna pick the first thing you see.
Well, we'll keep this in mind, and if you find another magical
That's
place
all I'm
or
saying, honey.
nice
That's all I'm
place.
saying.
Of course, but let's talk to the people here first. Maybe
Well, of course.
we can
Make a
start like
deal.
a branch. And,
at this point I don't care if it's a talking rock again.
okay, so you guys look up for your conversation to see him just like trudging forward, completely ignoring you at this point.
He's kind of grumpy.
always.
You see in front of you there's a little brook running through the clearing, trickling water into a large pond, and around coming around a very big sequoia tree. You see perhaps the most delicate, beautiful woodland creature you've ever seen. In fact, it's so overwhelmingly lovely. I need you to give me a saving throw versus spell.
No, wait. So that's...
It's a d20. You want to roll high. Your saving throw versus spell is actually pretty shitty.
Yeah.
15. Ooh, that's close. I don't think that's going to pass, but let's double check.
We can see everything, Neil.
No, he can see this. You
No,
can't.
No, I mean we can on the screen behind us.
Oh yeah, that's fine. It doesn't. I'm just looking at the numbers. The numbers don't matter.
Oh, there's the elephant.
That's the elephant in the room. Yeah.
For a moment, you glimpse the most beautiful, precious thing you've seen in your life. It is a woodland nymph whose beauty is beyond description, and you kind of feel your brain sizzle a little bit, and your vision goes dark, and you lose sight.
I lose sight, but I can still move.
Oh yeah. Your eyes, you're blinded.
Yeah, I'll try and just move backwards where I came from. Probably I'm a bit startled, a bit taken aback, so I assume first thing I'd do is not run forward, but run backward.
Okay, so you guys see him like cruise around, and then run backwards.
Oh, you found the owner. Is he around the corner?
So, are they selling?
I'll presume not even hear that question. Then I'll just go ahead and yell, "Watch out!" There's a nymph.
And then I heard you're really hard negotiators, nymphs.
Yeah.
So that's not
Can
a
the
good sign.
nymph pull a card? And can the nymph dance in a circus?
Well,
we could pay the salary. I mean,
meanwhile, am I still just blind, or is it improving a bit? Or
No,
is
no,
it just,
it's still.
Yeah, but
I'll just try to tell you guys. I can't see a thing, so please don't.
Oh
push me
shit!
or
Let's
anything.
get the
that's
fuck out
not
of here.
good. Yeah, not seeing. I need my
No.
eyes.
Let's not keep this place in mind.
Yeah, no. Blind places. Tough
I
market.
suggest you might take me by the hand because I still can't see.
Yeah,
it.
of
Okay,
course.
honey, take him by the hand. We'll.
Why do I
So,
have to do it? You're
look-
as tall as he is.
look,
I'm
honestly-
I don't want to be blind and going there. So.
Yeah, but I'm kind of pissed off.
But
So
why do you assume? So I can go blind.
I can.
No
check out my
problem.
bastards.
Me going blind.
but
you
you
send
won't
me
go blind.
into the direction of
No,
danger.
no,
when
which
you
one
are
is
halting your wife.
It's a human thing going blind. It's not, you don't have to worry. Just take him by the hand.
You sound very demeaning to me. I mean,
No.
I just close my eyes, walk towards where I remember him standing, take his hand, and
It's not my hand.
oh, it's not. I wasn't thinking. Come,
Right.
pinky or whatever.
So I suggest, still blind of course, I suggest we back off a bit. I want to really wonder if this just goes away after a while or not, because I'm not sure if we want to deal with it, if we can
No.
deal with it.
You can open your eyes, you know. You can see again.
Can I see again?
No.
That.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
right. So we're kind of running as fast as we can, I assume.
Okay.
No, not
Okay.
strolling.
Run
Are
very
you,
fast.
are you guys like looking at towards where the nymph was, or are you just checking if it's still there, or?
No, but you went there and then we took you back and we're moving away from the area.
So you're gonna retreat back out the
Yeah.
way you came, and then go around?
Exactly. Yeah. Just like.
I would kind of inform how he got blind, because I'm not seeing any wounds or something. Or is it general knowledge that a wood nymph would make you go blind?
There are legends about creatures whose beauty is so great that it will blind a man. But I mean,
Do
Okay,
the legends
that's so-
tell us how long this blindness may?
they rarely tell about the after effects.
So he informs me it was because she was so beautiful. That
Yeah, I'll just say that it was a woodland creature, probably a nymph, and when I looked at it, I just lost my sight, pretty
Right.
much, and my brain sizzled.
The brain sizzled.
You probably just need some rest. Get sorted.
Yeah, but
It's like when you go temporarily
I'm,
deaf with
I'm,
a hard
I'm
sound.
somewhat annoyed about the fact that this nymph actually
Yeah,
did
but-
that. So,
yeah.
do we want to deal with this or not?
Well, I don't want to go blind as well.
Right.
exactly. So in that
Mhm.
light, looking at fighting something that you can't look at is generally a bad idea. So
Yeah,
I say
exactly.
we
So we'll try
run.
and avoid it.
Let's avoid. I mean, yeah, we'll know when we get close because we'll feel nice. So
Yeah.
let's avoid this
So that's
place.
how Belgians tackle a problem as well.
Let's avoid. Yeah, just
Yeah,
keep
we
it over
wait
there,
for one
it's
guy
not
to go
harming
blind,
anything.
then we go away.
You'll
No.
recover.
I'm hoping this isn't a permanent condition because it's going to be very difficult.
Exactly.
Capture an elephant if you can't see.
No, I can capture an elephant, but I want to be able to run away when they start complaining again. More difficult if I have to ask them to bring me back.
There's always a career for you in a circus. Blind people do have.
I don't
knack
think
for
blind
things.
people actually get to go
You
to
can
the
hear
circus.
like how you can throw the knife
So
with like
basically,
a
in your mind, everyone who's handicapped in some ways is ready for the
No.
circus. What kind of handicap am I supposed to have in your mind?
Well, you're short.
So this nymph is attacking us.
You've never talked about me being short
Well, I
being a
think
problem.
it's a good thing that you're
My
short.
God.
You're
So
short.
I'm talking about handicaps and then.
Oh no, the nymph! And I run away.
Okay. You
I
run.
still love him, despite everything. I still love him. You know.
Yeah, but you're the only one.
Yeah, that I can see.
We deserve each other.
Okay, so we get away
So try
from.
to go around, hoping that my condition ends at some point.
You go back the way that you came, and just go around that area. You make a nice wide arc to make sure to avoid it, and you come across another little stream, a little brook, but it's still kind of crisp and cool out here. You notice there's little bits of ice stuck in between shadows where large rocks are. And you make it further through the forest, and keep going until the sun starts to go down.
Is he still blind?
He's still blind by the end of the day.
Fuck.
Still blind.
That's really bad.
Well, that's it for me. Just Put me down.
We'll find a healer in Nepta.
Yeah,
exactly. We'll find
something.
Aren't you something? I don't know. A wizard?
Yeah. Yes, I am. Yeah. I have some tricks up my sleeve. But I don't think making him jump very high is going to help his blindness.
It's going to piss me off to know it.
We had fun with that.
No, I suggest we then just set up camp. I'll take first guard. Don't worry.
You can hear better now.
I won't do a worse job than the first guard. Yeah.
It's a perfect job. Nothing happened to us.
Actually, it's conflict avoidance, yeah.
No. So if we set up camp, I'm afraid I'm not going to be much use.
Don't worry.
I'll just try and, if we set up camp, I'll just try and sit somewhere that everything I have is close to me, so I don't put my bastards away somewhere so I wouldn't be able to find it. Just everything close to me. Just remember that. If I wake up at night and start screaming, I'm going to start hitting stuff around me. Don't come too close to me.
Yeah, okay. Good.
Okay.
Good tactic.
Do we know how rich he is?
I think he knows how rich he is, so we can't go.
I eat my gold.
Did we see how much gold he has?
Probably, I mean.
It's been a couple months, you're not sure what he's done with his money.
Oh.
A few months ago, though, you knew he was loaded. But that was
he
months
tell
ago.
his friends we won't rob him.
I was just out asking questions.
Okay.
I'm a bad person.
Right. Set up camp.
Yeah.
Trying it through the night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll take a longer watch then. 6 hours instead of the usual 4.
Mm-hmm.
You'll do 6, you'll do 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get 12 hours of sleep, you each get 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
So, yeah.
Might
possible
might
to
help with the
functional.
blindness.
It's 12 hours of not being able to see anyway because I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
All through my watch, I'm
Seeing.
hoping he will have regained his sight
Exactly, yeah.
in the morning.
You're going first again?
Yeah.
Okay, so during your watch,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere around hour 5, there is a crackling of branches and a swaying of leaves, and it sounds like the bending of big parts of the trees. It's kind of distant, but it is slowly getting louder. It almost kind of sounds like the sounds of nature are just getting louder.
Getting louder.
But it's very, single directional.
Yeah. So I look at the direction and I try to peer maybe.
It's dark.
It's dark.
It's dark, you're in a forest. It's pretty much, you can see 5 meters in front
5
of you.
meters. I just yell out, "Hello? Hello?"
How subtle.
So I scare away. Well, hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
I wake up.
You can't see anything. It's
see
pitch
anything.
black.
Fuck, he's still blind.
Don't worry, guys. I just heard something. It's just nature.
I notch
Think-
my bow.
Okay.
I mean,
I hold on to my sword, the one I was
Okay.
holding on to all night.
yeah, that's gonna be of use.
If it's single direction, there is a direction to send me to.
That's actually true.
Well, yeah. We'll just see what it is. I mean, it is getting louder.
Well, we
I
might not be
listen to-
interesting to just say, like, go into the woods and go check it out. We might as well just stay here and see if it
Yeah,
comes
and-
closer, right?
Or how about you've got some sleep. Why not just carry on to Nepta? Just go away from the sound. It is coming from the direction of Nepta or
It's
the
coming
other
from the north.
north.
From up here.
And the nymph was also north.
No, the nymph was directly in your path.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so we
So-
passed
yeah.
that. We can.
Can we hear it getting closer and closer or not?
Yeah, it's slow, but you can definitely hear kind of a.
So a cat.
No, those are sounds like the branches.
Is
Yeah,
it the sound a trunk would make?
A trunk? Like
Of
an
an
elephant?
From an elephant trunk.
No.
No.
A tree trunk.
Maybe like a tree trunk being bent or
Right.
something. Yeah, or a branch being bent.
So,
Can I?
We've got a walking tree.
If I shoot up a magic missile up in the air, will it create like a glare to enlighten?
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
it's not a tracer.
Okay.
You can jump really high.
Yeah.
Which 2 spells did you memorize, by the way?
That's a good question.
Yeah, you gotta tell me which ones you have memorized.
Okay, I'll Grease and Phantasmal Force. So.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys are just kind of waiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tag along, so please don't run off.
Yeah, exactly.
No, of course not. We wouldn't
I
leave
do
you.
start picking up my stuff so we can run without leaving
Yeah, by the time we
that much
like
back.
get all our stuff together, do we have a sense of how close it is? The sound.
Yeah. It's hard to judge distance without scale.
Mm.
So it's definitely getting closer, but you're also getting the sense that it's not coming straight at you. Maybe it's coming like parallel to you, like it's going to pass you.
Maybe
on
going towards the nymph.
I suggest we stay really quiet and
Or-
hope it goes away.
Let's just go to Nepta and get in some safer surroundings.
But it's not coming towards us. It might be more interesting
Yeah.
to just sleep because you haven't
Yeah.
had any sleep at all.
Okay, exactly.
It's still half a day to go, right?
Yeah, like 5 or 6 hours.
So
of hiking.
I'm assuming that this thing may be going towards the nymph then, because she was in
Mhm.
our path, and he's bending off towards that direction or the other direction.
Yeah. If
That
if it's up here, it sounded like it was coming here, but maybe it was actually doing that or
Yeah,
something.
okay.
Or maybe
Well, if it's not
So there's life in the forest. We haven't seen it yet. Or at
okay,
least I haven't seen it yet.
okay.
okay,
Yeah,
You hold your position, right?
yeah,
Or you,
exactly. No,
Yeah.
It's, okay, it's good.
the noise gets louder, and then it starts to get a little bit dimmer, a little bit dimmer, a little bit dimmer. It seems that it passed near your camp, but did not pass through your camp.
Oh, that's perfect.
You're not sure if maybe your fire scared it away, or if your fire attracted it and then lost interest, or if it just didn't give a shit and happened to be in your general vicinity. But for whatever reason, it doesn't come to you.
If we can catch it and put it in like a zoo. Or
We can trade it for an
circus.
elephant, maybe.
When you say we, it's us considering you're blind.
Well, I'm sure I'll get rid of the blindness some way.
Mm.
But
No one ever
That should
really
be our first
stays
priority,
Yeah.
I think. Just getting him back to seeing, because
might
I'm not
be
too much-
difficult to do anything without my eyes.
eyes are important.
Exactly. That they are.
So we just continue the night's watch?
Yeah, just like an
Or you
hour has passed,
continue.
maybe, or how much time?
Hmm?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's your turn, honey.
Well,
just I'll go to
I'll,
sleep, be fit in the
night.
morning. Yeah,
So far we've managed to avoid everything.
exactly.
Yeah.
We're still
Very good job
alive.
at traveling.
Hey, this is Neil as a DM, so
Surviving is
survival
wonderful.
Sure. You wake up later. The sun rises. There's birds chirping. It sounds very pleasant.
He's
It
still
looks
blind.
Yeah, he's still blind. It looks
Still
very pleasant
blind,
for you
thank
guys. And you head off towards Nepra.
Yeah.
The day passes uneventfully as you arrive at the medium-sized town encircled by a stone wall that's maybe 8 meters high. It's got little, the parapets on top of it,
Mhm.
and you see a few archers kind of patrolling around the top of the wall in pairs. There's no gate on this side of the wall, but as you burst through the forest, you can see the forest has been cleared back about 100 meters away from the wall, so you can see the roads on either side, and it would be very easy to find one of the 2 gates to town.
Well, I'll just tag along. I can't see any of this.
Yeah, we'll just go in and ask some people for help, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just
Help.
be friendly to the archers. Those seem very
Give you a little
unthreatening.
bit of a wave back.
Okay, there's nice people here. I like them.
Like they see like a halfling, like with his hand behind carrying a ewe, standing there with a bastard.
His name is Hodor.
Yeah.
All right, you make it to the town. You get inside because the gates are open. They just let you on through. You got a few curious looks, especially with you being led by the halfling.
Yeah.
But nothing.
Common practice in regions.
Nothing too
That's
serious.
so
And
normal.
why don't we take our first break as you guys
Okay.
arrive in Nepta, and we'll figure out what happens in there on the other side of our break.
Okay.
Right.
Perfect.
See you guys in a bit. Bye bye.